Hello again. I am still at it. Gonna do as many videos today as I can on some things that I think are very important for folks to know when it comes to Lyme disease and their co-infections. I I've covered some of this stuff in my other videos. I did a video on tinctures, which I think is a really good one for anybody to watch that is open-minded to the healing effects of herbs. I'm a nurse, so I have a very scientifically driven mind and obviously, into Western medicine, but I believe there's a place for Eastern medicine as well. Having said that, I want to run through some of the supplements in addition to the tinctures, in addition to the antibiotics that I take. And I will tell you, it's hard to keep track of all of this stuff. I have a whiteboard because my regime keeps changing as I'm fine-tuning it. I think I'm to a point where I could probably take this whiteboard now and it'd be a final copy, a rendition of what it is that I need to use. I'm also thinking about making almost like a spreadsheet so I can just check stuff off as I take it because there's so much to it. But I want to share a couple of things with you guys that I take that I think regardless of what your diagnosis is when it comes to a vector-borne disease, tick-borne disease, I think it should be in your repertoire. One is liposomal glutathione. I just picked this up. I had an exacerbation last week with my heart and was able to text my doctor, God bless her, and she asked if I had any glutathione, and I said no, that I did not. And so, during this flare where my heart rate was almost up to 200 and my blood pressure was like 160 over 120, and I didn't know, do I need to go to the ER? Because I've had bouts of atrial fibrillation, AFib. I didn't go into AFib, so I didn't go. But just trying to figure out what the hell I could do, like, real quick to feel better. And this was something that she asked if I had. So now I do have it, and I take 2 of these a day, 2 at the same time, about on an empty stomach, about half an hour before I do my other supplements. So I mean, it's kind of hard to track when you take what. Some has to be on an empty stomach, some with food, some with other supplements, some without. It's hard to track all that stuff. Glutathione, it's good for immune. It supports your liver and brain and immune function. And it's good for energy, focus, and concentration. So again, I'm not a doctor prescribing, but as a Lyme sufferer, as a nurse, kind of reading the background on all this stuff, glutathione, I got this one in off of Amazon. I don't remember the price. It was pretty cheap. Lion's mane, you'll see this one in a lot of protocols that these different doctors do. I know Stephen Buhner's big on lion's mane, so I have it in capsule form. I also have it in powder form that I got from online from rosemary'sgarden.com. And if I take it in this form, you do a teaspoon. I'll mix it in with some of the other stuff that I'm mixing at that time, just with juice, and you can take it whenever. So lion's mane is a good one to have in your back pocket. Cordyceps. So cordyceps mushroom powder, same thing. I do a teaspoon of that in with my juice. And I can't remember with cordyceps. I think all the way around, mushrooms are so good for you, and they're good as a probiotic, and just really good for immune support. So I put this in, this came from Mountain Rose Herbs, so that's the other place that I'll use, and those are the 2 places that my herbalist uses. So you could actually put this in capsules if you wanted to. I have to do so many different things. I just throw it in my juice. So one of the big things with this disease process is inflammation. And that's what's making your joints hurt, and your brain is inflamed, and that's what's making you not be able to think straight. Inflammation is huge, and so our kidneys take such a toll with this disease, and antibiotics that we're taking tend to really, they're hard on our kidneys and on our liver. And so we want to be able to take something, we want to give your kidneys a break. NSAIDs like ibuprofen, Advil, that sort of thing, are hard on your kidneys. Sorry, the dogs again. Really, Kate? It's every time I make a video. You need to go and lay down somewhere. Turmeric, however you pronounce it. This one is also from Amazon. I love this one. It's strong. So it's saying 1,950 milligrams. I think that is if you're taking all 3 capsules as it's prescribed that you do. It has bioperine in it to help with absorption. And it also has black pepper extract in it. So there's something about the black pepper extract that's important. And I think it has to do with absorption. This should be something that you're taking every day to help with inflammation. I do it and it does work. It works for me. I'm a huge advocate for this one. This one is essential fatty acids. So things like fish oils and whatnot are really good as well. I think everybody should take it regardless if you have Lyme or not. But I would add this to your regime. This one comes from Longevity. The Longevity line is super cool. These folks know how tricky Lyme disease is to treat. And so if you know somebody that's selling Longevity, you might want to reach out to them and ask if what their thoughts are on some of their supplements. I'll probably, one of my really close friends sells Longevity products. And so I'm going to hook up with Deb and see what I can add to my regime to help with my fight against Lyme. But I'm a big fan of fish oil. If you can tolerate it, get the kind that doesn't make you burp up that fish taste. It's disgusting. And then your breath is going to smell like it too, and you're going to burp it up. People are going to think weird things. So back to our liver. 2 things. So the liver is taking a hit with antibiotics. And the liver is so important because it's filtering out all the bad stuff. And think about if you watched my video on herxing too, just think about what your liver is going through whenever all these bacteria are dying off and it's working overtime to get all these dead little bugs out of your system. Keeping your liver detoxed and healthy is so important. I love wine. And obviously alcohol is bad on your liver. We're not supposed to drink alcohol. I drink it. I'm not drinking every day and, getting hammered every day, but I do love it. So, it's just really important to concentrate on your liver. Chinese skull cap, getting back to business, is something that you need to also add into your regime. It's a really, really good one. My herbalist is making me a tincture right now with Chinese skull cap. So good for your liver. I mentioned this one. I didn't go into great length, I don't think. This is liquid stevia. You can get this on Amazon. I got it at the local health food place down here where I live at the Health Hut. Liquid stevia is an artificial sweetener. But it's a natural sweetener. So it's not bad for you. There's nothing in it that's going to cause cancer and stuff like that. But so with Lyme disease, it is so evil, but it's so smart. It creates these little Borrelia burgdorferi bacteria are able to create something called a biofilm. That biofilm, just imagine it looking like a big wad of snot. And all these little spirochetal, these little bacteria, they hide in that biofilm. And it protects them from our immune system attacking it and getting rid of it, of this bacteria. It also protects it from the antibiotics that we're taking. It's important to find a way to eradicate the biofilm. And so so this is sweet leaf, and this one uses alcohol to extract the good stuff out of the leaf, just so you know that there's alcohol in it. Again, if you're somebody that's taking Antabuse or something like that for alcoholism, you wouldn't want to take this. But they're finding in a petri dish, in a test tube, this stuff is working really well at dissolving that biofilm. If you dissolve the biofilm, then your body and these antibiotics and whatnot are going to be able to better kill off the bacteria. I take this every day. Do I know that it's working? No. Is it going to hurt me if it's not? No. It's just a sweetener. It just goes in with all my other tinctures. With my Bartonella, and I think I may have mentioned this in another one. This is called Argentin 23. It's a spray. I spray it directly into my eyes. My eyes get infected from this Bartonella. Again, Bartonella, just think of it like Lyme disease. So you think of Lyme. Oh, okay, well, there's a bunch of other co-infections you can get, and they're the ones you got to worry about. Bartonella, one of the symptoms is all these eye infections. It's ridiculous. So this is sprayed right directly into my eyes once or twice a day. Something that I just picked up, and this is as per a blood test showing my B2 level being low. Now, I don't know if that is as per my Lyme disease, or is it just my low in B2? I don't know. But I have a Super B complex. This is Nature's Bounty. I got it from Amazon. I will tell you that you definitely need to take it with food. It smells and tastes gross, but get over it, because a lot of what you're going to take if you want to get rid of this nasty disease or get it in remission is going to smell and taste gross. So this is giving me the B vitamins that I need. It also has vitamin C in it, but there's B1. It was the riboflavin. It was the B2 that I was deficient in. It has niacin and B6 in it as well, folate and B12. But in addition to that, my doctor also wanted me to be on B12. I got this one from Amazon. Pure, it's called. So it's in liquid form. And I can't remember. I think I have to take this one with food as well. So a full dropper of B12, whatever. Anyway, but this is really going to help with energy, and I think probably with your brain working a little bit better. And last but not least, and I know I mentioned this before, and it's worth mentioning every time I make a video. It is literally, probably literally saved my life. Calcium. I love you, calcium. So this does not taste bad at all. I got this one from the local Health Hut store here in Beaver, and mix a teaspoon and a half up with some juice. I just use it every day. This disease definitely affects your body's magnesium levels. I don't know why. But I mix this up with my juice and all of my tinctures, and I take it every day, and it has really helped me feel better. So I would say magnesium is really important. check on your potassium levels the next time you're at your doctor. See if you can get, can't remember if it's a CMP or a BMP is the name of the blood draw. Have your potassium levels checked. Mine, ever since I've gotten sick, have been very low. One time so low, it was critically low, and it put me into AFib. I take a potassium, it's prescribed by my doctor. I take a potassium every day. And my God, look how long this video is. I'm really sorry. But that's the scoop on that. Just some of the stuff that's in my bag of tricks, and I hope that helps. And again, if anybody has questions, reach out on here. I'm more than welcome to pick up a phone and talk to people too. I'm going to be off work for another month, so I have to go 30 days without a cardiac event before I'll be released by my doctor. So I had time on my hands, and I want to help people. Have a wonderful day, and I hope you found this helpful and informational.